Factors that will affect your insurance rates. Some folks, when they're going to the dealership and they are looking for a vehicle, they're not calculating their insurance, or they're not looking at the factors that's going to have the insurance to be higher than it possibly has to be. In this video, I just want to talk about the factors that will affect your car insurance rates so that you can be able to what? Think about these things when you're looking to go buy your next new car or your used car, or you're looking to lease a car. You'll think about these factors. Number one is your credit history. So if you have bruised credit, and you have not paid your bills, and you have slow pays, or maybe you filed a Chapter 7 and it's discharged, or maybe you in a Chapter 13 and you paying, the courts is paying your bills, or you have bad credit or bruised credit. You wonder why your insurance rates are high. Well, that's one of the factors that affects your insurance, is that if you have bruised credit, your ability to pay. You're higher risk. You're lower risk if you have that excellent credit score. I want to say a credit score that a lender, that insurance companies will look at is if you're in the 500s, then they're going to look at you as being a high risk. High risk by not making great decisions behind the wheel. Again, high risk is someone in the 500 credit score range, then you're not going to make good decisions behind the wheel. Someone that's credit score is 600, 700, 800, they're going to make great decisions behind the wheel. That's credit history. That plays a major part. Number two, your driving record. I remember when I was 17, 18 years old, I was on my dad's insurance. I got two speeding tickets in 1 year. And then I hit someone. I got into an automobile accident. And so that was 2 tickets in 1 year. The next year I got into an accident, even though it wasn't my fault. They kicked me off my dad's insurance. So what happened with that? My dad had a little sit down with me up at the kitchen table. He just went over my driving record. He went over the 2 driving tickets I had, how many miles I was over the speed limit, and then the accident that I got in, even though it wasn't my fault. It forced the insurance company to say, you know what, we don't want you guys anymore. We don't want you because you're high risk. So know that your driving record plays a factor. Don't do what I did. I got kicked off my dad's insurance. Your driving record is important. Just know that. Number 3, your zip code, where you live. I'm in Michigan, so anybody that lives in a zip code or in an area where there's a lot of theft, or it's a lot of vandalism, or it's just not safe as the insurance companies want it to be, then guess what? Your insurance is going to be higher. I'm in Michigan, so if you live in Detroit, people in Detroit, they pay more for insurance because insurance companies believe, they know that car is going to get vandalized, stolen. The chances are higher in Detroit than they are in Pontiac or Waterford or Southfield. It's higher in Detroit. Number 4, marital status. I bet you didn't know this, is that if you're married and your husband or your wife has better credit than you have, then they're going to take the person with the higher score. They're going to take the person that has the higher credit. So that's the great thing about being married. If you're one and you're married and your spouse has better credit than you do, well, guess what? They're going to go on the person that has the better credit. So that's a win-win situation. The year and the mileage of the car is a factor too. So why is the year and why is the mileage? Because if you have that older car with the higher mileage, you're a risk. A risk to break down, risk for things to happen. So remember, it is the year and it is the mileage. Last of all, one of the factors is the age. Remember I told you in the beginning of this video the story where I was 16, 17, 18, where I got the 2 tickets in 1 year, and then the next year I got into an accident. Well, guess what? Because I'm a young driver, insurance company rates the policy. We're higher risk because we're young drivers. We're inexperienced. I was a higher risk then. Yes, was I driving like a bat out of hell? Yes, did I have a heavy foot on the pedal? Yes, I did. So the age plays a major part. And if you're older, that plays a major part. If you're over 65, over 70, that plays a major part too. But I want to give you a few more tips on lowering your car insurance. So I give you the factors that affect your car insurance. I need to give you some tips on lowering your car insurance. How do you lower your car insurance? You raise your deductible. you shouldn't have a $250 or $500 deductible if you want your insurance to be lower. So have that higher deductible. You got $250, you got $500, you got $1,000. Myself, I have $1,000 deductible. But if you have a claim and the claim is $700 and your deductible is $1,000, what do? You pay the money out of pocket for $700. You don't use your insurance. Another way to lower your insurance is to check your discounts. Find out from your insurance agent, is there a discount maybe for military? Is there a discount because if you belong to a credit union? Is there a discount for anything? Just ask for discounts. And if they say, do you belong to a credit union? And you think to yourself, no, I don't belong to a credit union. Well, guess what? The next day, go and open that account at the credit union. They're not going to check. They're not going to check. So show me proof that you have that account at the credit union. But if they do check, go the next day or go the day after and open that account at the credit union. Get all the discounts you can. And then be upfront with your insurance agent and ask them, do they honestly check for the things that you're asking me? And they'll tell you. Now, they are going to check this. If you say you have health insurance, you better have health insurance, right? Because they do ask for a copy of your health insurance. Because why? Because if something happens, you need to be able to use your own insurance, right? So just make sure you have that conversation with your insurance agent. Another way to lower your insurance is shop around. Now, that's why I do business with an insurance broker versus an agent for my personal insurance. It's because an insurance agent, I'm going to give you an example, State Farm, Progressive, you go right to them, they just have their own hub. They don't have 15 or 20 other insurance companies that they can check because they want you to get insurance through Progressive, State Farm, or Allstate. They want you to get insurance with them because they're a bigger company. Bigger is not always better. Let me say it again. Bigger is not always better. Insurance agent, they have the hub, which means, when I say they got the big hub, that means that their name on the building. They're only going to shop their company. If you go to an insurance broker, they have 15, 20, maybe even 25 different insurance companies that they work with. So they're going to be able to shop you around to get you the best rate. If you are looking to get insurance on your car, I hope this video helps. Or even if you currently have insurance, because it's always about what? Doing a checkup on your insurance every 6 months or once a year. Again, it's all about doing a checkup on your insurance every 6 months or once a year. Oh, I forgot to tell you this nugget. If you pay for your insurance up for 6 months, you'll save versus going month to month. If you pay for your insurance up for 6 months, you'll save money versus paying month to month. And also, if you go paperless. Also, if you have it coming out your account every month. That's how you save. All right, I'll see you on the next video. And while you're coming by my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.